Qatar is a peninsula. It juts out into the calm blue waters of the Persian Gulf. For many centuries, its people lived by the sea. They were masters of pearling and fishing. Their wooden dhow boats sailed across ancient maritime trade routes. This long history of trade is central to understanding Qatar's story. Commerce connected its coastal communities to the wider world, from India to East Africa and from Persia to Europe. Goods flowed in and out. In this bustling world of exchange, a common language was needed. That language was often the silent, universal language of coins. Coins were the lifeblood of the markets. They were essential tools for every transaction, large or small. This essay will explore the complete history of coinage used in Qatar. It is a story that mirrors the nation's own journey. We will start with the ancient foreign coins that traders carried in their pouches. These were trusted pieces of silver and copper from distant empires. Long before Qatar existed as a modern nation-state, its shores were active hubs of trade. From the 1700s and into the 1800s, there was no single official currency. Merchants and local inhabitants relied on a variety of foreign coins trusted for their consistent weight and precious metal content. The most famous and widely accepted of these was the Maria Theresa thaler. This large, beautiful silver coin was first minted in Austria in 1741. Its intricate design, featuring the portrait of Empress Maria Theresa and its high silver purity, made it a preferred coin for major transactions. Middle East, Africa, Asia people in Qatar would have used it to buy pearls, finance dhow voyages, purchase significant goods. Alongside the dominant thaler, other coins circulated freely. Silver coins from the powerful Ottoman Empire were common. These coins often bore elegant Arabic calligraphy and the Sultan's tafra, or official signature. Similarly, coins from Persia, known as larans or later as Riyals, found their way into the hands of Qatari traders due to the close proximity and constant exchange across the Gulf. Copper coins, often of lower and more variable quality, were used for smaller everyday purchases. These were the coins of the common person, used to buy fish dates or water. The system was fluid, based entirely on trust in the metal itself, not on the authority of a local ruler. The use of these diverse coins tells us a great deal about life during that era. It reveals a world that was deeply interconnected through maritime trade. A coin minted in Vienna could end up in a market in Al-Zubarah used to purchase goods that might have come from India or East Africa. This reliance on foreign currency also shows that the local economy was not yet centralized. Power was often held by tribal leaders, wealthy merchant families, rather than a formal state with its own mint. The value of a coin was determined by its weight in silver or copper, which had to be checked and verified, making every large transaction a careful process of negotiation and inspection. This period of using international trade coins lasted for centuries. It was a practical system born of necessity. The Maria Theresa thaler, in particular, became so popular that it continued to be restruck with the frozen date of 1780 for over 200 years to meet demand. Its enduring presence in the Gulf is a testament to its reliability. For the people living on the Qatar Peninsula, these coins were not just money. They were tangible links to a vast and ancient trading network. They represented a world where commerce transcended borders and the value of pure silver was understood by all, from the captain of a trading dhow to a shopkeeper in a coastal village. As the 19th century progressed, the political landscape of the Persian Gulf began to change dramatically. The growing power of the British Empire, centered on its vast territories in India, brought a new level of stability and standardization to the region's trade. This influence extended directly to the currency used in daily life. From the late 1800s until 1966, coins and banknotes from British India became the dominant medium of exchange in Qatar and neighboring Gulf states. The Indian rupee, a robust and reliable currency backed by the British, gradually replaced the chaotic mix of currencies. Thaler's Ottoman coins, Persian silver. This shift marked a new era of economic integration under a single, powerful system. The currency system was comprehensive. The main unit was the silver rupee, Queen Victoria, King Edward VII, or King George VI. For smaller transactions, there were subsidiary coins. These included the anna and the pice. An Indian rupee was divided into 16 annas, and each anna was further divided into 4 pice. The coins were minted in various metals to make them easily distinguishable. Pice coins were typically small and made of bronze. The anna coins were often cupro-nickel or, in earlier periods, silver. This structured system made commerce much simpler. A person knew exactly what each coin was worth, which streamlined transactions in the souks and simplified the payment of wages to pearl divers and laborers. The adoption of the Indian rupee was not forced upon the people of Qatar. Rather, it was a practical choice embraced by local rulers and merchants. The British presence in the Gulf provided maritime security, protecting trade routes from piracy. This made trade with India, a massive and vital market, safer and more profitable. Using the same currency as their primary trading partner made perfect sense. It eliminated the need for complicated conversions and the constant weighing of silver. The Indian rupee became the official currency of commerce, used for everything from buying a bag of rice to settling large accounts for pearl exports. Its stability was its greatest asset, providing a dependable foundation for the local economy. This long period of using Indian currency left a lasting legacy on the financial vocabulary of the region. Even today, some older people in the Gulf may refer to money in terms of rupees or annas out of habit. The coins themselves became a familiar part of daily existence for generations of Qataris. The image of the British monarch on one side and the denomination in English, Arabic, and other scripts on the other was a constant reminder of the wider political and economic world in which Qatar operated. The era of the Indian rupee was a crucial stepping stone, moving Qatar away from an informal barter and trade economy toward a more modern, standardized financial system. Yeah, that was a major change. The middle of the 20th century was a time of significant transformation, and the financial systems of the Persian Gulf were no exception. In 1959, the Reserve Bank of India introduced a special currency for the Gulf states, including Qatar. This new currency was known as the Gulf Rupee. It was created to address a specific problem: large-scale smuggling of gold into India, financed by converting Indian rupees cashed in the Gulf. The Gulf Rupee looked almost identical to the domestic Indian rupee, banknotes printed in different colors, banknotes with a special Z prefix in their serial numbers. The coins, however, remained the same as those used in India. The Gulf Rupee served its purpose for several years. For the average person in Qatar, the transition was seamless. Its value was identical to the old rupee. The same coins continued for everyday purchases. It was a period of continuity, but the stability was soon shattered. In June 1966, the Indian government devalued the rupee. The Gulf Rupee's value plummeted overnight. That caused huge financial losses for governments and for individuals across the Gulf. The 1966 devaluation was a major shock. Rulers saw the danger of relying on a foreign currency and acted swiftly. Qatar and most other states immediately abandoned the Gulf Rupee. A sudden currency vacuum emerged. A temporary solution was needed. For a few months in 1966, Qatar officially adopted the Saudi Riyal. It was a practical, transitional measure. That chaotic period pushed Qatar toward an independent currency. The stage was set for Qatar to issue its own money. In the wake of the 1966 currency crisis, Qatar sought a more stable and collaborative solution. The answer came as a monetary union with the Emirate of Dubai. On March 21, 1966, the two states signed the Qatar-Dubai Currency Agreement. They established a joint currency board. The result, a brand new currency, the Qatar and Dubai Riyal. It was introduced in September of 1966. It replaced the Saudi Riyal that had been used as a temporary stopgap. The Riyal was pegged to the British pound sterling at a fixed rate for stability. These coins were the first specifically issued for use in Qatar that were not from India. They marked a new era of local control. Denomination: 1 dirham. Denomination: 5 dirhams. Denomination: 10 dirhams. Denomination: 25 dirhams. Denomination: 50 dirhams. Subdivision: 100 dirhams make 1 riyal. 1 dirham, struck in bronze. 5 dirhams, struck in bronze. 10 dirhams, cupro-nickel. 25 dirhams, cupro-nickel. 50 dirhams, cupro-nickel. The color and size differences made them easy for the public to recognize. The designs were simple yet symbolic. On the obverse, a gazelle, native to the region, symbolizing grace and the desert. Below the gazelle, the year was inscribed in both the Islamic Hijri and Gregorian calendars. The reverse displayed the value in Arabic script and numerals, encircled by Qatar and Dubai in Arabic. These were the first circulating coins to bear the name of Qatar. They were used in markets across both Qatar and Dubai for daily transactions. The monetary union lasted for 7 years. It provided a stable currency for a rapidly developing region. In 1971, the Trucial States, including Dubai, formed the United Arab Emirates. Dubai initially continued its currency pact with Qatar, but Dubai would eventually join the UAE's federal currency, the UAE dirham. The partnership came to an amicable end in 1973. On May 13, 1973, Dubai adopted the UAE dirham and the Qatar-Dubai Riyal was withdrawn from circulation. This paved the way for Qatar's next step, its own fully independent national currency. The year 1973 was a landmark moment for the state of Qatar. Following the dissolution of its currency union with Dubai, the nation was ready to assert its full monetary sovereignty. The Qatar Monetary Agency, the precursor to today's Qatar Central Bank, was established to manage the country's finances. On May 19, 1973, the nation introduced its own independent currency, the Qatari Riyal. This new currency was issued at par with the old Qatar and Dubai Riyal, ensuring a smooth and stable transition for the public and for businesses. The introduction of the Qatari Riyal, backed by the nation's rapidly growing wealth from oil and gas, was a profound statement of national independence and economic self-determination. The first series of Qatari coins was issued to accompany the new banknotes. It consisted of 5 denominations, 1, 5, 10, 25, 50 dirhams. As before, 100 dirhams equaled 1 riyal. The metals were chosen for durability and ease of identification. The 1-5 dirham coins were minted in bronze, giving them a distinct reddish-brown color. The 10, 25, 50 dirham coins were made of a silver-colored cupro-nickel alloy. These coins were practical tools for daily life, used in every shop, taxi, and market in the country. Their introduction meant that for the first time, the money circulating in Qatar was exclusively Qatari, from the lowest value coin to the highest value banknote. The designs of these first national coins were carefully chosen to reflect Qatar's heritage and modern identity. The obverse of each coin featured a consistent design, a traditional dhow boat sailing on the waves with a group of palm trees on a small island in the foreground. Above this scene, the words "State of Qatar" were written in elegant Arabic script. The reverse side was straightforward, clearly displaying the coin's value in Arabic numerals and text, along with the Hijri and Gregorian years of minting. The issuance of these coins was more than a simple administrative change. It was a source of national pride. Seeing the name of their country and symbols of their culture on the money they used every day helped to foster a stronger sense of national unity and identity. The dhow and palm tree design became instantly recognizable as a symbol of Qatar. These coins were minted to high standards, mostly by the British Royal Mint, ensuring quality and consistency. They were the tangible, metallic expression of a new nation confidently taking its place in the world, backed by its own resources and governed by its own institutions. This first series of coins laid the foundation for all Qatari currency that would follow. Since its introduction in 1973, the Qatari Riyal has remained the stable and trusted currency of the nation. The coins in circulation today are direct descendants of that first series, though they've undergone subtle changes over the decades. A major design update arrived in 2003 with a new coin series. The most noticeable change was the obverse. The classic dhow and palm tree motif was replaced by the official coat of arms. Two crossed scimitars, a dhow sailing on waves, an island with two palm trees, the emblem inside a circular border. The change reflected a more formal, state-oriented representation of national identity. Current denominations: 1 dirham, 5 dirhams, 10 dirhams, 25 dirhams, 50 dirhams. However, composition and appearance have evolved. 1 dirham is now copper-plated steel. 5 dirham is also copper-plated steel. 10 dirham coins continue in cupro-nickel. 25 dirhams are cupro-nickel. 50 dirhams are cupro-nickel as well. The reverse side of all coins was updated to include English numerals alongside Arabic. That makes them easier for visitors and expatriates to use. This bilingual feature reflects Qatar's modern, cosmopolitan society and global role. Beyond circulating coins, the Qatar Central Bank issues special commemorative coins. These are not intended for everyday use. National Day commemoratives. Accession anniversary coins. 2022 FIFA World Cup commemoratives. These are often minted in silver, and sometimes in gold. They feature elaborate, artistic designs. They're highly sought by numismatists and collectors in Qatar and around the world. These special issues are metallic records of the nation's milestones, celebrating achievements and preserving history. In conclusion, Qatar's coinage mirrors the journey from coastal trading communities to a sovereign, prosperous modern state. It began with the Maria Theresa thaler. It moved through the Indian rupee and navigated the transitional currencies of the 1960s. The creation of the Qatar and Dubai Riyal was a crucial step toward regional autonomy, culminating in the fully independent Qatari Riyal in 1973. Today, dirham coins bearing the national coat of arms continue to facilitate daily commerce, while the rise of digital payments points toward the future. These small metal discs are more than just money. They are artifacts of history, symbols of identity, and a tangible link to the rich and dynamic story of Qatar.